Well, guys, welcome to Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Thursday, September 10th, 2020, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science has announced new representation and inclusion standards that Best Picture nominees must meet at the Oscars. The change is part of the Academy Aperture 2025 initiative are designed to ensure that Best Picture nominees reflect the diversity of the movie-going audience. The new requirements will go into effect starting with the 94th Oscars in 2022, with studios having to submit a confidential Academy Inclusion Standards form in order to be eligible for Best Picture. Films will then have to hit inclusion thresholds to be eligible for Best Picture starting with the 96 Oscars in 2024. Films will have to meet 2 out of the 4 diversity standards across 4 areas, which includes on-screen representation, themes and narratives, creative leadership and project teams, industry access and opportunities, and audience development. Academy Governors Devon Franklin and Jim Kappanopoulos led the task force to develop the new representation and inclusion standards, which were created from a template inspired by the British Film Institute Diversity Standards. Academy President David Rubin and Academy CEO Don Hudson said in a statement, "The aperture must widen to reflect our diverse global population in both the creation of motion pictures and in the audience who connects with them. The Academy is committed to playing a vital role in helping make this a reality. We believe these inclusion standards will be a catalyst for long-lasting essential change in our industry." The 93rd Annual Academy Awards will take place April 25th. Warner Bros. Released the first trailer for its adaptation of Dune on Wednesday. Denis Villeneuve directs the latest adaptation of Frank Herbert's novel from a screenplay he co-wrote with Eric Roth and John Spathis. The ensemble cast, which includes Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem, and Sharon Duncan Brewster, also spoke about making the film in a recent video press conference. The trailer shows the iconic scene of Paul Atreides, played by Chalamet, placing his hand in a pain box. Fans of the book will recognize Herbert's prose when Atreides says, "Fear is the mind killer. When the fear is gone, only I will remain." Chalamet says he interprets that line to mean that sometimes the response to a conflict can be just as overwhelming as the conflict itself. Atreides' journey is to overcome fear. Chalamet says there's a middle ground, a sort of zen-like calmness that helps you through the eye of the storm. Zendaya plays Chani, the member of the Freeman tribe, native to the planet Arrakis. Arrakis has a natural resource. Melange, the subject of a battle between the Arrakis family and the Harkonnens. The trailer shows their first meeting, and Zendaya says Chani initially greets Paul with skepticism. Zendaya says this other kid comes in, she's not really feeling it. Dune takes place in the future and on distant planets with alien species and sandstorms. However, the conflict between 3 human factions are universal, says Isaac, who plays Paul's father, Duke Leto Atreides. Isaac says there has a lot to do with human tribes than it has to do with alien species. The trailer shows Chalamet training with Josh Brolin. Brolin plays Gurney Halleck, a former Harkonnen slave. He prepares Paul for battle, but there's more to Halleck, Brolin says. Brolin says he's the kind of Braveheart warrior, but at the same time has a love of poetry and heart. There's a softness to him. It's a great dichotomous character. It is Jason Momoa who actually leads the battle shown in the trailer. He proclaims, "Let's fight like demons," before his soldiers lowered to the ground. That's Duncan Idaho, a fierce Adonis warrior. Momoa says, "I'm basically the greatest fighter in the world, the galaxy for that matter." Bardem plays Stilgar, the leader of the Freeman tribe to Arrakis. Stilgar looks to Paul to resolve the political struggle on Arrakis. Bardem says he has a lot of ethics and morals, and he takes by the message that the Messiah, Paul Atreides, is bringing. Sharon Duncan Brewster plays Leet Kins, an ecologist on Arrakis, who helps bridge the Freeman and Atreides clan. Leeds Kent is a man in Herbert's book and portrays by men in previous adaptations. The trailer concludes with the new depiction of the sandworms of Arrakis. David Lynch's 1984 film of Dune used stop-motion animation to depict the creatures of Herbert's novel. 2020 visual effects creates a smoother-looking sandworm. Villeneuve says it was important for him to film Dune in the real deserts of Jordan and the United Arab Emirates, rather than create the planet Arrakis with visual effects. Season 18 of the Ellen DeGeneres Show is slated to begin on September 21st. DeGeneres said in a statement Tuesday, "I can't wait to get back to work and back to our studio. And yes, we're going to talk about it." Last month it was announced that executive producer Ed Glavin and Kevin Lyman and co-producer Jonathan Norman had parted ways with the Ellen DeGeneres Show after some staffers accused them and DeGeneres of fostering a toxic work environment. DeGeneres apologized for the atmosphere and vowed to make her employees feel happy and safe in the future. Comedian actress Tiffany Haddish has been booked as DeGeneres' season 18 premiere guest. Other celebrities scheduled to appear on the show this month are Kerry Washington, Alec Baldwin, Chrissy Teigen, Chris Rock, Amy Schumer, Adam Sandler, and Orlando Bloom. Before DeGeneres' summer hiatus, she taped segments for her show at home using video conferencing technology due to the coronavirus pandemic. Keeping Up with the Kardashians will end with its 20th season in early 2021. The series about a family of wealthy beauty models and moguls stars Kim Kardashian West, her sisters Kourtney and Khloe Kardashian, brother Rob Kardashian, half-sisters Kylie and Kendall Jenner, and their mother Kris Jenner. Kim said on Instagram on Tuesday, "It is with heavy hearts that we made the difficult decision as a family to say goodbye to Keeping Up with the Kardashians. After it will be 14 years, 20 episodes, hundreds of episodes, 20 seasons, and numerous spin-off shows. We are beyond grateful to all of you who've watched us for all these years, through the good times, the bad times, the happiness, the tears, and the many relationships and children. We'll forever cherish the wonderful memories and countless people we've met along the way. And thank you to the thousands of individuals and businesses that have been a part of this experience. And, most importantly, a very special thank you to Ryan Seacrest for believing in us. For being our partner, and our production team at Bunham Murray, who've spent countless hours documenting our lives." He also confirmed the series is winding down. He said, "E has been the home and extended family to the Kardashian Jenners for what will be 14 years, featuring the lives of this empowering family. While it has been an absolute privilege and we will miss them wholeheartedly, we respect the family's decisions to live their lives without our cameras. It is not our final goodbye yet. We're excited to have the new season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians launching on September 17th, with the final season airing in 2021. Daisy Ridley appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live and discussed her time on Star Wars, including the original plans for her character Rey. The actress on Tuesday explained to guest host Josh Gad how Rey was originally going to be related to Obi-Wan Kenobi instead of Emperor Palpatine, as seen in December's Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Ridley says at the beginning there was a toying with the like of an Obi-Wan connection, before stating that she was unsure if Rey was going to be a Palpatine while filming The Rise of Skywalker from director J.J. Abrams. She said there were like different versions, and then it really went to that she was no one, and then it came to episode 10. J.J. pitched me the film and was like, "Oh yeah, Palpatine's granddaddy," and I was like, "Awesome." And then 2 weeks later he was like, "Oh, we're not sure." So it kept changing. Gad asked Ridley if she would be willing to reprise her role as Rey in a Star Wars film 10 years from now. Ridley says, "The world is a crazy place right now. 10 years seems like an awful long way away. I'll never say never, but to me, Rise of Skywalker was tied up with the bow." Gad, best known for voicing Olaf in Frozen, surprised the NICU nurse and Frozen fan Kelly Murner as part of Jimmy Kimmel Live's Healthcare Hero segment. Gad had his Frozen castmates Kristen Bell, Dina Menzel, and Jonathan Groff meet with Murner. Gad also announced that Boomer Naturals was giving Murner $10,000. Showtime has announced it's ordered a fourth season of its Chicago set drama, The Chi. Gary Levine, the president of entertainment for Showtime Networks, Inc., said in a statement Tuesday, each season, the Chai's authentic storytelling resonates more deeply with its devoted and growing audience. The wife, together with Justin Hillian, explains the joys and the heartbreak of life in the South Side in a way that it's unique on television. We relish the prospect of continuing that exploration with them. The series was created and executive produced by Wythe and executive produced by Common. Hillian serves as the showrunner and executive producer. Starring Natari Guma Mambu Wine, Jacob Lattimore, Alex Hibbert, Yolanda Ross, Shimon Brown Jr., Michael V. Epps, and Burgundy Baker. Season 3 finds Kevin, Keisha, and the newlywed mothers Nina and Dre as they underwent a semantic shift in their blended family when Keisha goes missing. Jane Fonda believes in civil disobedience and its ability to change history. The 82-year-old actress and political activist urged people to take action against climate change during Tuesday's episode of Late Night with Seth Meyers. Fonda launched the Fire Drills Fridays, a weekly demonstration in Washington, D.C., protesting U.S. policy on climate change in October 2019. She has been arrested for civil disobedience 5 times since the event began. Fonda says, engaging in civil disobedience, it's not where you start as an activist. But for 40 years, we've been petitioning and protesting and marching and writing and lobbying. And our voices haven't been heard. History has shown that civil disobedience is what changes history. That's what we do, and it got a lot of attention. That's what we're trying to do. Fonda says millions of people are concerned about climate change, but aren't sure what to do. She said, there are so many people in this country who knew there's a climate crisis and know that it's caused by humans. They want to do something, but they don't know what. 13 million of them said they would do civil disobedience, but nobody's asked, so we're asking. Fonda also discussed her arrest in the 1970s amid her anti-Vietnam War activism. She said then President Richard Nixon ordered her on trumped-up drug charges. Fonda says, it was not a voluntary arrest. I flew from Canada into Cleveland, Ohio, and they arrested me at the border and took all my vitamin pills and said they were drugs and took all my books and papers and address books. She added, the arresting officer told me he was working from orders from the White House, so that was not cool. Fire Drill Fridays have gone viral due to the coronavirus pandemic. Friday's event will take place at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom and Facebook and feature Resilience Force founder Scott Sony. Fonda further discussed her work against climate change in her new book, What Can I Do? My Path from Climate Despair to Action, set for release September 29th. Amy Schumer says she has Lyme disease. The actress and comedian asked fans for advice Tuesday on Instagram after being diagnosed with the tick-borne illness. Schumer said she's taking the antibiotic disocycline to treat her illness. She says it's possible she had Lyme disease for years but wasn't aware of it until this summer. Schumer shared the news alongside a childhood photo of herself holding her first fishing pole. Schumer captioned the post, anyone get Lyme this summer? I got it and I'm on doxycycline. I have maybe had it for years. Any advice? Can you have a glass of wine or 2 on it? I know to stay out of the sun. I'm also taking these herbs from Cape Cod called Lyme 2. She added, I also want to say that I feel good and I am excited to get rid of it. Lyme disease is a bacterial infection that spreads through the bite of infected ticks. Symptoms can include fever, headache, fatigue, and a skin rash, according to the CDC. People treated in the early stages of Lyme disease usually recover quickly and completely. Former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Yolanda Hadid and singers Shania Twain, Avril Lavigne, and Justin Bieber are among the other stars who have been diagnosed with Lyme disease. Schumer gave birth to her first child, son Gene, with her husband Chris Fisher in May 2019 after experiencing a difficult pregnancy. She underwent fertilization treatment in January in hopes of conceiving another child, but said on Today in August that she puts her pregnancy plans on hold. Schumer says, IVF was really tough on me. I don't think I could ever do IVF again, and so I decided I can't be pregnant ever again. We thought about a surrogate, but I think we're going to hold off for now. Schumer most recently starred in Expecting Amy, an HBO Max docuseries that follows her on her stand-up tour during her pregnancy. Soul legends Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle will face off in the web series Verzuz. The show confirmed Tuesday on Twitter that Sunday's episode will feature a showdown between Knight and LaBelle. The post reads, "The master class we've all been waiting for. Y'all gotta get dressed up in your Sunday's best for this classic affair." Knight, known as the Empress of Soul, promoted the battle on Instagram. She wrote, "This weekend, join me and at Miss Patti LaBelle for a Verzuz to remember. Hashtag love Miss Gladys." Sunday's episode will stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Verzuz Instagram account and on Apple Music. The battle will take place at the Fillmore in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Knight, LaBelle, and Dionne Warwick collaborated on the 1991 single Superwoman. Verzuz is an online series created by music producers Timbaland and Swiss Beats. In each episode, two music icons compare and perform their respective hits. Previous episodes have included Brandy and Monica, Babyface against Teddy Riley, and Snoop Dogg vs. DMX. Brandy and Monica's episode drew 1.2 million concurrent viewers on Instagram Live. Drake posted on Instagram Wednesday a brand new photo of his 2-year-old son Adonis heading off to his first day of school. The rapper captioned the image, "First day of school, the world is yours, kid." Adonis is photographed wearing a black hoodie with black sweatpants as he gets ready to enter into a car. Drake shared Adonis with former adult film star Sophie Bregeau. Drake released the first photos of Adonis in March after confirming that he is a father on 2018 song Emotionless. Drake in August released his latest music video for the single Laugh Now, Cry Later, featuring Lil Durk. The musician plays basketball with NBA star Kevin Durant and plays football with NFL star Odell Beckham Jr. in the clip. Laugh Now, Cry Later is set to appear on Drake's next studio album titled Certified Lover Boy. His last released 5th studio album titled Scorpion was released in June 2018. The British rock band The Gorillaz released their latest song, Strange Times, a collaboration with The Cure's Robert Smith, along with an animated music video. Strange Times premieres Tuesday on YouTube with the video featuring the rock band's signature animated avatars exploring space in a flying RV, while Smith appears via his face superimposed on the moon and a passing satellite. The video features allusions to science fiction properties, including 2001's Space Odyssey. It marks the 6th installment in the Gorillaz Song Machine series, which celebrates the band's 20th anniversary. The Gorillaz Almanac, a comic book exploring the Gorillaz visual history, is due out in October. Gorillaz released their 6th studio album, The Now Now, in 2018. The group is known for the singles Clint Eastwood featuring The Real Funk Homo Sapien and Feel So Good Inc. featuring De La Soul. And that was your entertainment report for Thursday, September 10th, 2020. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.